The quarterback search continues for the Las Vegas Raiders and a free agent tackle with close ties to the Raiders organization. Who is it? We talk about it next on Raider Nation News Today.
The United States are strongly encouraged to shelter in place to avoid being attacked or taken hostage. To shelter in place, take the following precautions. Close all windows and doors, and all lights.
Welcome to the house that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News Today. If it's your first time in here, please don't let it be a last. Consider breaking them thumbs, hitting them subs, and smashing the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. We get on right into it. Another free agent on the market that could potentially end up here. An interesting name has hit the free agency market, who both has deep ties to the Raiders and could fill a huge pressing need on the offensive line. Wednesday morning, Taylor Lewan confirmed that the Tennessee Titans have released him. The left tackle was named to 3 Pro Bowls in 9 seasons in Nashville. As it relates to the Raiders, Lewan's guidance counselor and one of his high school coaches at Chaparral High School in Scottsdale, Arizona, was Las Vegas general manager Dave Ziegler. Ziegler appeared on the popular Bussin' with the Boys podcast that Lewan hosts with former Raiders linebacker Will Compton in an episode that was released earlier this week. The Raiders feel there's a definitely on-field fit. Las Vegas would be a natural fit for Lewan, who said during the podcast that Ziegler is the GM of possibly the coolest organization in the league. Lewan had been a left tackle, and the Raiders need a right tackle, but several players have made the transition to the other side, and Lewan would most likely be able to make that switch as well. Lewan, who will be 32 in July, saw his 2022 season end in week 2 when he tore his ACL. Injuries have taken a toll on Lewan. He hasn't played a full season since 2017 and has missed a total of 35 games in the past 5 seasons, and he has admitted injuries could mean he won't play again. The Raiders liked the play of right tackle from Jermaine Illuminor last year, and he fits their system very well. He's a free agent, but he could return, and he can also return as a guard. With Ziegler's ties to Lewan, a possible pairing is worth keeping an eye on. Lewan is now free to sign with any team he desires. Definitely want to hear what you guys think about that in the comment section. You've heard me talk about Jermaine Illuminor. Right now, both Illuminor, his team, and the front office are interested in trying to bring back Jermaine Illuminor. This was a guy last offseason I was high on, having the familiarity with Josh McDaniel's system and Carmen Brasillo as the offensive line coach. I thought that he was going to work wonders at the right tackle position. Ultimately, I was wrong in a sense. 13 penalties total for him. Didn't really stack up or play up to what we expected, but it is what it is at this point in time. We talked about Thayer Munford the other day potentially being that guy that could be the starting right tackle moving forward as he enters his sophomore year. In the 350 snaps that he played this past season, Thayer Munford only gave up 1 sack. It's something to consider. But we move on. The Raiders obviously are still searching for their new quarterback after releasing Derek Carr last week. General manager Dave Ziegler has said there is no immediate answer at quarterback this year, which means they might not find their next franchise quarterback right away. However, they are in the process of finding someone to replace DC in some way, shape, or form for the immediate future. The Raiders have apparently started that search as they, among other teams, have reportedly met extensively with Tennessee quarterback Hendon Hooker, according to the Draft Network's Ryan Fowler. Hooker is one of the most polarizing quarterback prospects in the 2023 draft. Hooker was an electrifying player for the Volunteers last season, throwing 3,195 yards, 27 touchdowns, and just 2 interceptions. Hooker also ran for 430 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was on track to be a Heisman Trophy finalist before tearing his ACL against South Carolina. As a quarterback, Hooker has an NFL arm and the desired NFL size teams covet. He's a smart, accurate passer who doesn't turn the ball over and can extend plays with his legs. While there are reasons for Hooker to be viewed as a high-level NFL prospect, there are also reasons for concern. The ACL injury caused his draft stock to fall. As we all know, he was a potential first-round prospect before it. Hooker is already 25 years old and will be close to 30 by the time his rookie contract expires. From a schematic standpoint, Hooker played his final 2 seasons of football under Josh Heupel at Tennessee, and Heupel's system does not reflect that of an NFL offense. It could likely be a steep learning curve for Hooker to have to go from a Heupel-led offense to a Josh McDaniels-led offense. Another quarterback that we've talked about for the last couple of weeks, a guy that I've seen, especially with the injury and the drop of his stock when it comes to the draft, being a potential third-round pick. It's very eye-opening now to see that the Raiders are one of these teams right now that are looking at Hendon Hooker and interviewing him already. The Combine starts next week. We have a lot to look forward to with the Combine. I'm hoping to be able to reach out to a couple of people to get some reports from inside of Lucas Oil Field. We shall see. In other Raider news, a judge on Tuesday recused himself from overseeing DUI charges against former Raider wide receiver Henry Ruggs in connection with a crash that killed a woman and her dog. Ruggs, 24 years old, is accused of driving up to 156 miles per hour before slamming into 23-year-old Tina Tinter's car in November of 2021. It is yet to be determined if there is enough evidence for Ruggs to stand trial. Prosecutors have said Ruggs faces more than 50 years in prison if convicted. A district court judge recently moved the criminal proceedings to Justice of Peace Joe Bonaventure's courtroom, but during Tuesday's court hearing for Ruggs, Bonaventure said he was concerned about presiding over the proceedings because of comments he made about the case while running for office. Court records show Ruggs has been charged with DUI resulting in death, DUI resulting in substantial bodily harm, 2 counts of reckless driving resulting in death or substantial bodily harm, and a misdemeanor count of possession of a firearm while under the influence. The former first-round NFL draft pick was released from the Raiders shortly after the crash. No other things right now. Ruggs has been out of custody on bail and remains on house arrest with electronic monitoring. As this story continues to develop, and we know it's been close to 2 years already, we will keep you updated. But again, I would love to hear your guys' comments below. First timers, again, don't let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house at Hammer built by the nation, for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is still around. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity. I'm out.